What's up, guys? Welcome back to She Gets a Podcast. My name is Shan. Oh man. All right, we got another on the cuff, off the cuff episode. I was in a Clubhouse room, shout out to Clubhouse, and the room was called Do Women Still Like When Men Bring Them Flowers? Right? And there was a lot of smart, intelligent Black men and women in there just having a discussion on what that means. Where are we now in relationships? Why women accept this? Why do men accept that? Where are the standards? Blah, 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 blah. And then I started to think and I commented on a few things as far as like standards and where women and men see themselves and how they value themselves today. And it is on an extreme low. And there's several reasons why it's on an extreme low. And then I thought about all the years that I hated the idea of a man bringing a woman that he did not know flowers, because women, to me, in my perspective, in my 20s and in my teens, where women, they get so caught up in the flowers. It's not the flowers. The flowers are seasonings to the actions. Why are you bringing me flowers? What do these flowers mean if we haven't established any chemistry? What are you trying to do as far as the response to these flowers? What does that mean? Does that make you better than the next man that didn't bring you flowers? Does that make your character better? Does that say something about the integrity of your personality? What are these flowers supposed to do? So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what flowers mean to me and what flowers should mean to women in society, what flowers should mean to people who receive flowers, and in the essence of it all, why the flowers? Why the flowers if the actions don't match? That's what I want to talk about. So y'all gonna stay here, or y'all can come back later, but this episode gonna be here, all right, after these messages. Do you hear this? Do you hear this silence? Yes, this is a space where your ad could be played about your product, where your ad could be played about your business, about your show, because I believe we can all be great on different shows and platforms. So if you're looking for ad space right now, your ad could be playing here instead of me talking and instead of this silence. So next time when I do an episode and you want to promote your show, your business, or your services, hit me up at shegetsit.pod@gmail.com. Now back to my show. Don't say I never gave y'all anything. I'm giving you this space to be great. And y'all back. All right. So let's talk about these flowers. Like I said earlier, in my 20s and my teens, I always hated the idea of flowers. When I lived in New York, every corner store sold flowers. The grocery store sold flowers. The man on the corner sold flowers. There was always men selling flowers, women selling roses. You know, somebody messed up, like, let me go get some flowers. Somebody, meeting someone for the first time, want to make a good impression, let him go get some flowers. And I'm just like, ugh, if I want flowers, if I want roses, I could buy that for myself. It doesn't establish you to be any more or less than the next person, right? And so for me, I just hated the whole idea that women get so in awe over flowers, and I wanted it to be different. I wanted the concept of it to be more than what it was in your face. The intent, what's the intent behind these flowers? And we see it all the time. Holidays come up, Mother's Day come up, Valentine's Day is coming up, and men are going to get flowers and chocolate. And it's pushed that you should get flowers and chocolate because women like flowers and chocolate and jewelry. women like taking out on these lavish dinners and vacations and all of this. To me, if no chemistry has been established, the flowers mean nothing. To me, if you've been disrespecting me throughout the whole relationship, I don't feel loved, I don't feel heard, I don't feel understood. Our standards are different. Um, you make me feel not needed throughout the relationship. The flowers mean nothing. But for society on the outside, they'll say, "Oh my God, he bringing her flowers. Oh my God, he posted flowers on Instagram and Facebook. Oh my God, he did the whole room with roses and stuff. I wish I had that, or I wish I had a man by that." Ma'am, if you don't get in your car, drive to your Publix, drive to your nearest florist, pick out flowers and roses that you would like in your house, learn to go ahead and make a pretty vase full of flowers in your house and an assortment of roses. Figure out if you even like plants to begin with, right? Figure out if that's your thing of expressing love or care. Is that your thing? Does that do something for you in the first place? Like, we can all be woed the same. And to me, flowers are like seasonings to the actions. And the actions would be every day you make me feel seen. Every day you make me feel amazing as a woman, amazing as your partner, amazing as your friend. Every day you pour into me. Every day you respect me. Every day you teach me something new I never knew about myself. I pour into you. I love our relationship. I can't wait to see you. I get excited when I hear your ringtone. Yes, everybody in my phone that means something to me has their own ringtone. And if it's not that, oh, you could keep the flowers. And I think in society, we have to stop um, being amazed by the little pointless things. And I think the flowers are pointless if there's no actions behind it that have expressed to me that you care, that you put in effort, that you're constantly trying. And I'm going to add this seasoning of flowers to the fact that I every day care about you. I don't have to wait till the 14th of February to care about you. I don't have to wait till your birthday to care about you. I don't have to wait for our anniversary to show the world that I love you and I'm dedicated to you and I'm committed to us. I don't have to wait for society to tell me today is the day you buy, your wife flowers, your girl flowers, your mom flowers. Buy the flowers if the actions match. But don't buy the flowers because you messed up. Don't buy the flowers because, you feel like you don't want to apologize. You don't feel like you're wrong, but if I buy her these flowers, she'll shut up. Or if I buy her these flowers, she'll forget about the fact that I can't fulfill her in this marriage or I can't fulfill her in this relationship. And I've been telling her sorry for all of the disrespectful things that I've done in this relationship. And every now and again, I buy flowers to go ahead and, you know, fix it for now, patch it up for now. And then in 2 weeks, she'll stop watching me. In 2 weeks, she'll stop bugging me. In 2 weeks, we'll stop arguing and she'll calm down. And then I could be back on my fuck shit again. If you're buying flowers for that, keep that shit. Okay? Teach your sons that it's okay to give flowers to people you care about. Teach your sons that it's okay to buy flowers for your grandmother. Teach your sons that it's okay to buy flowers for your daughters. Teach your daughters that they can buy their own flowers and they can also accept flowers from other people and not be, "Oh my God, this means everything. This means that this is what this is. This means that he cares about this. This means that he's the one." No, it doesn't, girl. It's just flowers. It's just flowers. What has he done besides these flowers? Has his actions all year showed you that is more than these flowers? Is it more than what it looks like? And that's for me. That is where I dig into people. Are you more than society portrays you to be? Are you an actual good person? Do you actually care? How have you shown me over time that you've cared? What do you do for me? What do you do for others? What do you do for yourself that shows me that you care about yourself? What do you do as far as taking care of your health, taking care of your finances, taking care of your children that shows me that you actually care about yourself and you could care about other people outside yourself? What are you showing me? To me, that's better than the flowers you can give me. That's better than the jewelry you can buy me. What are you sacrificing in order for other people that you care about in your life to be better? What are you making sure you're bringing in as a good habit to get rid of bad habits? That tells me you're a good person. So when men bring flowers, I can't be impressed because they're not bringing flowers to me, and I don't know if their actions are matching those flowers. So when I see women get like a whole car full of roses because I don't know, automatically I'm assuming, oh, he must have did something that was fucked up, or he must be trying to patch something up, or maybe he's doing it for clout, because a lot of people today, they do a lot of things for clout for social media, and they just want a video of it. They want a video of when they feed the homeless. They want a video of when they give the homeless a shirt off their back or a hoodie. To me, homeless people don't ask to be on video. Homeless people don't ask to be in pictures because you chose to be nice today. You chose to be a human being. You chose to do a good deed today so you could feel better about yourself. If you're going to give them the hoodie, the shirt off your back, your shoes, do it. But don't videotape it. Don't make them feel less than what they feel like. Already, they're homeless. Okay? If you're going to give them money, give them the money. Okay? You don't have to videotape it. You don't have to take a picture of it. It's so disgusting for me to see things like that. That I want to raise my kids not to do that. I want to raise my kids not to just do good deeds because somebody's looking. Just do good because somebody can see it. Just do good because it's going to make you look better. If you're going to do something good for somebody, just do something good for somebody. You don't have to brag about it. You don't have to put it on social media, all of that. If you're going to buy flowers for someone, make sure that your actions show that you care. Make sure that your actions have already established that I am a considerate person. I think about you every day. Before you can ask me for something to eat, I have your dinner made. Before you can ask me to pick you up, I'm already scheduling in that I'm going to set aside this time to pick you up on time. Before I feel like, oh my God, I'm going to have a long week, it's going to be exhausting, you already took half of the errands I had to do this week off my back. Those are the real flowers. Even for men, before he has to ask you, can you pick up his dry cleaning? It's already in the car. Before he can ask you, can you go help my mom out? She's been calling me all week. You already did it. You dedicated half of your Sunday morning to helping his mother. Not because you feel like it's going to give you cool points, but because you actually want to do it and you do care about this person. Before he asks you, can you just do the bath with the kids tonight because I have, these late papers and files I have to turn in by a certain time. You already on it. It's not a big deal. It's not an argument. Those are the real flowers. Just because a man wants to take you on a date and he makes sure that he doesn't show up empty-handed, it doesn't make him the one. It tells you that, oh, somebody was out here teaching this man how to be a man. Somebody was out here teaching this man how to have standards about himself, how to show someone that they feel like they are of value. Because he pulls out your chair, somebody has taught him manners. It doesn't make him great. It doesn't make him a great person. It tells you that he has manners. He knows how to respect the woman. He knows how to respect elders. So if you teach your kids not to be excited about the small basics, then when they become older and they become men and women, that's the standard, baby. That's the standard. I'm better than this, but this is where you're starting with me. And I think the same discussions about the value of a woman's body should be the same discussions that they get to hear of the value of a man's body. I think when it comes to the sex talk, it needs to be talked about in front of your son and your daughter at the same time. Men are out here giving bad sex to women because nobody had the conversation with that boy about the the woman's body and how it works, and all of the many uh areas of pleasure of a woman. If we were having the sex talk in front of our sons and our daughters at the same time, nobody would feel any shame about knowing the truth about who they are. The problem is we're giving the boys and the girls a separate story. The problem is we're giving the girls and the boys a different standard. The abortion rate of people killing unborn children is very high, and it's really really high for Black people, and that is a problem. That's telling me that Black people are not valuing themselves. They're not picking good people to be with. They're not making important responsible choices about their bodies when it comes to sex. They're sharing their bodies with people that they don't want to have kids with. They're not protecting themselves. Men need to have a standard as to what vaginas they put their dicks in. Okay? They have to have a standard. They need to have a standard. Teach your sons to have standards. Teach your cousins to have standards. You poking everything and everyone is not the wave. It should not be the standard or the goal. That is nothing to brag about. You poking everything and everyone tells me you don't care about yourself. You don't value yourself. This is not the time to be running trains on women because it's the thing to do. And a lot of men back in the day in high school, middle school have done it. Y'all know who you are. I don't have to say no names. Women, just because you can wear something, you want to be the center of attention, you want to brag about the men you be with. That is not the standard, has never been the standard, doesn't make you a better woman, doesn't make you a better person. Value yourself. Be picky. Be picky because you can be picky. Be picky because you should be picky. Be picky because one wrong person that doesn't value themselves can take your life, can mess up your life. And I'm going to dig into this a little bit more after we get back. Please check out She Gets It Shop on Teespring. The website is in the description for this show. All right. I got merch on there for the show for those who would like to wear their support or show their support that way. You can support the She Gets It show and podcasts and merch on that website. And if you can't get the website, just remember www.whoisshan.com. And you can support me on other shows too and other places to shop for merch. Let's get back to the show. Basically, I just feel like our standards today are too low. I feel like men and women feel like if they see somebody out in public, y'all exchange numbers, y'all text, you find each other's social media, that's enough for you to pop over their house or for them to come over your house and y'all share body. To me, that's not the standard. And I just feel like we need more. We need more. We need a different standard, or we need people teaching each other what the standard is, what the standard should be, so they can learn to value themselves. Because until we learn to value ourselves, these abortion numbers are going to be high. These STDs are going to be high. These kids out here with only one parent are going to remain very high. Okay. And until we teach each other how to be better fathers, how to be better mothers, how to be better sisters and brothers, and what that means, how to create unity within a community, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem on how women are treated, how women are talked to. It's going to be a problem on men who don't speak up when they are being abused by women, Men who don't speak up when they know women are preying on them, and they feel helpless because no one is going to believe them. We have to talk to our sons about the fact that you being a boy and talking to a woman that's twice your age, and she's performing sexual acts on you is nothing to brag about. That's sexual abuse. It's not a brag to be a child having sex with a grown woman as a boy. It's not a brag for your coach to be touching you inappropriately after practice or before practice just because you're their favorite. We have to fill those holes of ignorant thinking. We have to. Because if we don't, it's going to continue. And unless you want it to stop, have these conversations. Like, make it make sense. We can't be out here amazed by the fact that some man that asks you on a date bought you flowers. It's nice. It's a nice gesture, but that's exactly what it is. It's a gesture. When people are in their marriages and they bring each other flowers, it's for their personal purpose, not ours. I don't know why your husband brought you flowers today, ma'am, but I know what flowers means to me. I know I'm not impressed by flowers. That's why ever so often, if I'm in the grocery store, I'll go ahead and buy myself flowers. And people don't even know the purpose behind the colors of flowers that they provide. People are they don't understand that you're supposed to get different flowers for different occasions. Educate yourself. Educate yourself so somebody doesn't have to. And you don't have to impress somebody the same way the next person impresses somebody. Sometimes the way that you show your mother you love her is by showing up on Sundays and helping her clean the yard or plant plants. Sometimes how you show that your father that you love him is by asking him, can he come by and fix the drawer in your kitchen because you still need him. A lot of the times our parents are sad and lonely and just frustrated because they don't feel needed anymore. Their kids are grown, they moved out the house, they have their own families. So sometimes if you call your mom up and you say, Mom, I want to cook such and such. And yes, you could have Googled it. You didn't have to call your mom and ask her. But sometimes moms with daughters, they just want to feel needed still. Oh my God, my daughter called me today to help me, to allow me to teach her how to do this. Or, sometimes I might call my mom for advice on my kids about something, even though I know I could Google it and probably get a better answer. But I still want my mom to feel like she's needed. And that's love. Sometimes you might call your uncle and vent a little bit about a problem, and your uncle is like the person that loves to research stuff, find the best device, the best product for you to buy, the best answer, the best flight, and you just give them that little task. It makes them feel good. That's better than flowers. Sometimes showing up for your little brother and your sister in a different way of like, yeah, that's my big brother. I got something to brag on. That's my big brother. My big brother always come through X, Y, and Z. Or you even showing up for your siblings. If you know that your sibling has a business, you off today, they can use a helping hand organizing their office so they can focus on something else. Or you can help them pick up some parts so they don't have to worry about leaving a shop to go pick up some parts. Or just like maintenance of their business. You can help them so they don't have to hire somebody outside. All of those things are the epitome of what flowers should be. You don't always have to buy flowers to show love, to show somebody that you're dedicated, to show somebody that you're proud of them. But it is a nice gesture, but it is seasonings to actions. For instance, just because I have the right seasonings does not make me a chef, does not make me a great cook. The action would be, what do I do with the meat that I season? What do I do with the fish that I season? What do I do with the um, the lamb that I season? Did I over season it? Do I do other things along with those seasonings? Do you do other things along with those flowers? Those flowers just can't be it. It cannot be the standard any longer. And I'm not telling men or women to not care about flowers or don't appreciate flowers or you better not bring no flowers. Bring it if you want to bring it, but just make sure your intentions and your actions match it. If your intentions and your actions do not match the flowers, keep the fucking flowers. You know? Keep the flowers if they don't match. If you really don't like a person, don't bring the flowers. If you really don't like the person, why are you even there? If you really don't like the person and you just would like to use them for something, or hey, would you just mind, you know, doing this for me, or can we do this for each other? Say that. It's 2021. Like, you might find that the other person that you just want to do this little thing with want to do that little thing with you too. But let's stop perpetrating out here like we really care and we really don't. And yes, I don't give a fuck about a man bringing me flowers because I buy the best flowers for myself. I like actions and I like people that come through, show up, so I don't got to question their intentions. It's just better that way for me. But if your woman says, I like white roses, buy me white roses. If you want to keep her, buy her white roses. I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed by pink ones. I'm not impressed by orange ones. I'm not impressed by red ones. I'm not impressed by white ones. I'm just not impressed. You gonna have to woe me a little bit different. But thank you guys for listening to She Gets It podcast. You can find me on your Twitter and your Instagram at She Gets It Pod. You can also find me on Clubhouse at She Gets It Pod. Stereo app at She Gets It Pod. And yeah, I'm out here. Don't forget to give a review of the show if you liked it, if you didn't like it. I just want to know what y'all doing out here, what y'all think, and I appreciate you. Till next time, we are out.